But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins.
What? What happened?
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa has caught Waddle on the left side. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Are you serious, Likely?
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Jackson. And Walker has it. And he gets this out just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on the Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their steps. You go to them early and often.
It's early, but announce a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow them down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action now. Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He's talk about this Miami defense. Well, right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think that the tight end position now is really a glorified
What?
receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Until we're getting it quickly out to Waddle. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The Dolphins at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. They played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From midfield, here's Tua. That is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. Brought out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Henry again on 2nd down. Still shedding tackles. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Into space at the 45. Look at the big fella go. He may go. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Tua going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart
move. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First carry now for Justice Hill. This across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Hill. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
These two teams all tied after one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And Zay Flowers, 32 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. 2nd down in a yard. Here's Tua. Short throw to be caught by Waller. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He completes it to Beckham. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Jackson.
And the Raven 1st down.
That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Baltimore.
Off the option, here's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down, Ravens.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Ready. 18.
Now Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, come on.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Tua going to slide to a home, and he will have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good. Baltimore, first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Makes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
All right.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 44.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Ready. 32 stay.
They'll set up to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal.
Here's Tua. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Achane. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete left side to Bateman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And it's caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, it's Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. He's got his target. That's complete.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 4.
Go ahead.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Hey, 21 TX.
Now Tua. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready. 20, TX. Let's go. Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
3-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal. Dillon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
This is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
31. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's 1st down.
That's another Baltimore first down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Tua to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. The guy out of the pocket there was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop.